Greetings and welcome to practice. We're going to start kind of slow today. We'll do a little stuff for the neck and shoulders and warm up on the floor and roll around. And then we'll do a little standing flow and come back down to earth. So I encourage you to have a very comfortable seat as we begin. And let's begin. And let's just begin with some shoulder circles, rolling through the shoulders. And you might, as usual, roll through the mouth with that as well. And follow any breath to switch directions. And then let's inhale and open the arms wide. Gather up and bring the right arm over the left. We're going to do this whole yummy little sequence here. Cross the arms over as far as you can. Maybe even get to palpate around the scapula or tops of the shoulders, or just keep hugging deep as you can. And at any point, you could pull the elbows down, just ground the weight of the crossed arms into the chest and receive your own embrace. Welcome yourself to practice. Stay as you like, or spiral the arms all the way, eagle arms. And let's inhale, elbows up, shoulders down. Try to keep that action of elbows up, shoulders down, and a press into the arms, almost like you're trying to break them open. And inhale, lift, elbows face chest to sky with those shoulders descending. And exhale and curl in, elbows to solar plexus. Let the head go there as you bow in. Inhale, lift, elbows face chest. Keep the back of the neck long. So we're arching the back of the neck, not closing it into a sharp close by just dropping the head back. But really think about a graceful lift, opening, arching up, and then grounding in. Another breath or two like that. And then find your way back to center once you're done there. And extend the top arm out. Use the bottom arm like a hook and draw that top arm across. Slide that right shoulder down. Soften the jaw and breathe here into that outer shoulder. And you could stay with that, or take the flagged hand, your top hand, uh, bottom hand really, but it's higher up, to that top elbow, and bring the forearm behind the head. Press the head back into the forearm and lift your chest. Long back of the neck, head pressing back to open front body, working that hand that's moving down the back, maybe a little further down. And feel that press resistance and the head pressing into the arm. Maybe notice as we unwind this, a little relief there. Stretch the arms to the sky, left wrist in front. So the palms are first facing towards each other, and then together with the palms, wrists are crossed. Push into the palms and widen the shoulders, away from the ears. And play with that opposite action for a moment. Palms pressing and shoulders working away from the ears. And follow any breath to push the hands up to the sky and squeeze the shoulders and upper arms onto your head. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Stay in that beneficial tension there as you like, or release it and with it all tension, letting go and just roll out in a nice fluid, investigative way. The neck, the shoulders, the mouth. When you're ready, big hug, second side, left arm over the top. Cross those arms over as much as you can, walking the fingers towards the around the scapula. Again, there'll maybe a little massage there, or just pull the elbows and shoulders down. Ground that weight into the chest. Maybe you feel a yawn or sigh arise as you do that, how this relaxes the nervous system to have crossed limbs and weight on the chest. Stay with that as you like, or spiral the arms deeper into eagle arms, your variation. Press into the elbows, elbows up, shoulders down, hands away from the face. And just that, residing here with some press resist can be really beneficial. Or keep lifting the elbows as the shoulders descend. Lift your heart, your face, your chest. And follow the exhale to curl in. Let your breath lead. Please stay with that movement as you like, or find your way back to neutral, elbows straight out from the shoulders again. Extend the top arm. Use the bottom arm as a hook, draw it across, and slide that top shoulder down. And soft mouth, breathe here. Please stay as you like, or take that top flagged hand, or not the top of the upper, bottom flagged hand to the top elbow. Bring that forearm behind the head. Holding on to the top elbow, press the head back into the forearm. Lift your heart and try to work that hand down the back. Deep breath here. So keep lifting chest, pressing head back. And relaxing the mouth as you breathe deeply. And maybe that's a place your body asks you to stay a little longer, or slide the arms up. Right wrist will be in front, palms together. Push into the palms and try to widen the shoulders away from each other. Play with that opposite action at first. And breathe. Whenever you're ready to, you could reach those fingertips up. Squeeze your head with the upper arms and shoulders. Inhale, tense, tense. And exhale, unwind. And give the neck, shoulders, mouth a nice little roll out. And let's go deeper into that rinsing out of the neck, shoulders, mouth. Reach the fingers a little wider alongside of you. Press into the fingertips as you lift through the heart. Squeeze the shoulders down and together a bit. Again, big inhale as the heart lifts. Keep it lifted. Exhale, chin to the chest. Next inhale, slide the chin along the collarbone. Look up and over that right shoulder. Follow your exhale, back to center. Give a little press into the fingertips, into the earth as you move away from them, especially. Let's get a little more light in that line of stretch from fingers to ear. And soft jaw, roll it side to side. And you can play with any variations of that, just rolling through center, ear to shoulder, or sliding across the clavicle and rotating a little deeper, looking back. And last breath or two, whatever you need to even out on both sides. And then when you're finished with that, once you feel complete, let's walk the fingers back behind you, fingertips pointing away from you. Maybe you can even walk the hands together so much the pinkies touch. Squeeze the shoulders, lift the heart. Keep squeezing shoulders, lengthen the back of the neck again, a nice long arch there. So you're not closing the back of the neck, you're not dropping the head back. You could do that if it really feels good, but we want to strengthen the elongation and keep some length and space in the back of the neck so that there's more ease in the nervous system. And then let's bring the bottom teeth over the top teeth here and stretch out your jaw and throat. And if the head is dropped back on that one, it may make you feel like you're going to choke a little bit. So again, you might dip the chin, slide that upper palate back, and just reach the teeth over. Big inhale into that stretch. And the exhale, release the jaw, slide the hands forward and hish or shush the breath out as you push into the earth and pull the navel back and squeeze and empty. Stay there as you like, or follow any breath to swoop the arms back, fingers point back, squeeze the scapula together, lift the heart super much, and then keep squeezing shoulders. Maybe bring the bottom teeth over the top, big, big stretch. You could take a breath or two or there with that, or release the jaw on the breath and hiss or shush as you come forward. And take your time. Let's just do one more little set there. And exhale. And as you bow in and press the hips back, maybe walk the hands a little wider, or let the head be heavy and roll the head a little side to side there. Big inhale as you stretch through the back. Pull your navel up with your exhale and roll on up to sit. And just take pause a moment in your seats. Ears over shoulders, over ribs, over hips. Base of skull right over the base of the spine. And feel your breath here. That warmth and aliveness. And breathe into any intention, maybe holding your belly, your heart, your body in any way that feels good. When you're ready, just flow the arms down, shake or stretch out as you like, and make your way onto your belly. Legs back behind you. And point your toes straight back. Hug the legs together and press down through the pubic bone and sacrum. Let's come first into Sphinx, elbows under the shoulders. Keep that strong rooting into pubic bone and sacrum. So there's some lightness through the spine. Lift the navel and drag your heart forward. See about working the shoulders down and together onto the back. Again, long back of the neck, little dip of the chin, and slide the upper palate back, the ears back, with the back of the neck staying long. And breathe here. You could stay here a few more breaths or turn the toes under, lift the knees. Inhale in as you exhale. Take a few breaths into forearm plank, that is, and then take a few breaths here. Follow any exhale back down to the ground, nice and slow. Lengthen out and bring the hands under the shoulders. You could even rest the forehead for a moment here and just give your shoulders a little roll around. If it feels good, pick your head up and again roll the head and the mouth around as you roll the shoulders around, just inviting some fluidity in there. Feel your legs really strong. Hug them together. Press down through the legs, pubic bone and sacrum, hands under the shoulders. Roll the shoulders down the back. Pull the elbows towards the heels. Pull on the earth, the heart forward. Press into pubic bone so strong you just can easily come up and lengthen out and come back down with your exhale. You've got 4 or so more breaths. You could pulse in and out with as much core and rooting strength as you can, so it's not so much a push up. Keep those elbows and shoulders pulling back. Couple more breaths. And then let's open the elbows wide to the sides. Next time you come to the earth, bring the fingertips under the elbows. Once again, engage strongly through your snake's tail. Roll the shoulders down the back. Inhale, peel open into a cobra variation. Exhale, spiral one shoulder down as you turn and look over the other shoulder. Follow your inhale to spiral open and exhale to the other side. And let your breath lead. Twice more each side. Breath practice the whole time. Long, long inhales, finding the edge of the breath in the pose. Long, long exhales, emptying out and pausing as you need to finish that exhale. Last set. And again, lay down on your forehead. Point through the toes and interlace the hands on your sacrum. Push the sacrum and pubic bone down into the earth. Lift the navel towards the spine a bit and bounce your elbows and shoulders to the sky. If you can't easily clasp the hands, hook the thumbs or pull on a strap or any such thing. And then when you're ready to, keep pressing strong into pubic bone and sacrum. Pull the hands up and back towards where ceiling and wall meet. And maybe from these actions, you just feel the whole body lifting off the earth. Okay, most of the body. And the exhale might melt you back down. And inhale, push in to that fulcrum and lift the navel. And melt it back down with your breath. Let's go 3 more. And take your time. Next time you come down, let's press back into child's pose and just take a counter pose for all that back bending for a bit. Press your hips back, give your tail a little wiggle wag there, stretch out. And then you can keep the arms forward as you like, or I invite you to flow them alongside of you, fingers reaching back. And see there, you can relax the shoulders totally, relax the hands. Forehead on the earth or a prop as needed. And you might just take a little rule around there at the upper center forehead. So, like you're drawing like a coin, a quarter, maybe even a nickel with your nose. So, there's a tiny little roll around of the skin of the scalp over the skull. And a massage here at the upper center forehead into a nervous system connection point. Once again, you might notice a sigh or a yawn. You could play it maybe a little further up for you. And simply breathful here, adding to the nervous system ease. I invite you to Bees breath, like the end of the Om and NG. And to add to the effect of that clearing, cleansing, toning business, you might lift pelvic floor and navel, tip of the tongue and eyes to third eye center. Everything softens on the inhale, another exhale or two. Bees breath. Take your time. When you're ready, bring the hands forward and let's bring the palms together and the shoulders on the back so the heart melts. You come up onto the knees. You can interlace the hands here. Keep some press into the hands so the chest is wide and the scapula on the back. And take your time, melt the heart down. When you're ready, we're going to turn the toes under and use an exhale to pull the hips up and back into downward dog. And inhale and stretch your dog back there. And maybe exhale, you keep lifting from the navel, bend the knees. They could land. You could stretch back into child's pose again. And when you're ready, inhale it up back into down dog or dolphin dog. As inspired in dolphin dog, you could bend one knee and then the others, really playing with lengthening out through the legs there. Relax the neck. Keep the ears in line with the shoulders so the head is not straining back here. But you're really letting the neck drip out here. And you could play with that pulsing up and down or bending and straightening of the legs, or walk the feet back a bit. Inhale as you pull back from the core, and exhale as you shuttle forward into dolphin plank. Try not to let the hips or head drop out as you come down. Level out ears, shoulders, ribs, hips. Inhale as you stretch back again, and in the exhale, shuttle forward, ears in line with shoulders and hips. Moving with your breath, let's see about 5 more, or as needed, come back to the earth. Come back to earth as you're ready. Open hands, lengthen spine, lower down. Bring hands back under the shoulders. Turn the toes under. Inhale, lift the knees, lift the elbows and shoulders. Again, big inhale there, and as you exhale, lift from the navel, come on up into plank pose. Inhale, strong core, long spine in plank. Exhale, pull up and back from the hips and core. Downward dog, stretch it out. Once again, you could always come back to hands and knees, then to plank, then to down dog. Play with that little cycle, or pull back from the hips and core in down dog. Inhale and exhale, shift forward or roll forward like a wave into plank. Inhale up and back, down dog. That could be a strong lift of the navel, shifting forward. Should be strong from the navel either way, but it could be more of a roll or more of a linear thing. Find what's right for you, but try to end up with ears, shoulders, ribs, and hips in alignment. A few more. And next time you come back to plank, lower down to earth, slow and steady, all the way down. And then take your time As you find your way down, we're gonna go into some nice stretches for all those places you just heated up. So let's extend the right arm out to the right, straight out from the shoulder to the side, and step the left foot behind the right knee, roll open. You could keep pressing into the front fingers or bring that back of the forearm behind the low back and press in to bounce that shoulder on the back, or reach down for that ankle or foot and kick it back towards the bottom hand. Lift your heart, shoulders on the back, deep full breaths. Ah. Maybe a couple more breaths. Come out sooner if the body asks you to. Of course, if it feels like something's just beginning to melt, stay a little longer. Listen to your body. Follow your breath. Take your time. Slowly roll out. When you're done, back to the belly. Press into that hand, roll the shoulder around, and then take your time to go to the other side when you are ready. Deal with something here. And second side, breathing to your edge. Any variations there? Lots of breath into the space you're making. Letting go breaths. And again, listening to your body. Do you need to get out? Does the body want to stay a little longer? Once you feel complete there, take your time to unwind and come back to center. Whenever you are ready for that back in center, roll the shoulders around, roll your neck around, root into your sacrum, and maybe play with cobra or locust or any of that, or bend the knees. Reach back for the ankles or feet and kick back as you squeeze the shoulders. Keep that little dip in the chin so the back of the neck is long. Try not to lead with the head back, but lead with the back of the heart and the lift of the core as you kick back. You can always pulse in and out, or just hold at your breathful edge. You've got a few more breaths. And exhale, release down and back into your child's pose. Any variations with the arms that feel good here? Often after a big back bend, I like to hold one wrist with the other hand on the low back here. And just feel how that's kind of extra grounding. Simply breathful or bee's breath. And take your time. Follow any inhale to stretch the arms forward. And any exhale to lift from the navel, right foot forward. And you could just go yin lunge here as you like. Give the weight of your chest and shoulder to that thigh as much as you can. And let the head hang as much as you can. And maybe even walk the hands back to really just take the arms supporting out of the equation. Breathe in that bowing in lunge. Bend that front knee deeply, melting the hips to the earth, soft in the mouth. Stay just like that as you like, or maybe laying down on that front leg, you begin to pull the hip back from the core. Maybe spread the toes back into a runner's lunge, laying down or maybe hovering over the leg. And feel free to play with that. You could stay in the runner's lunge or inhale forward into the mounting lunge. Exhale back into runner's lunge. If and when you get inspired to go bigger, maybe as you come forward, fingers on the earth, pull the shoulders back toes to turn under, lift that back knee. And as you extend back, hip back, toes back, bowing in and moving with your breath. So some options here. Stay with the super mellow. Stay with this bending and straightening. Or maybe you get so inspired, next time you come forward, pull the back foot up into the core. Warrior three. Take your time to level out there, hug into the core and find the fullness of breath. Stay as you like or inhale here, and as you exhale, step back, high lunge. You could always bring the hands to hips first. And again, find that alignment, the rooting to rise. Big stretch out. Inhale as you lengthen out in the high lunge. And then the exhale, shift the weight forward. Pull the back foot up into the core. So any of these variations, super mellow or Superman here, super being, as you take flight. Open the door back up, feel the warmth now. We've got about 5 more breaths, holding or pulsing, wherever you like. We're going to end up in the lunge. So if things get a little turbulent for you and you need to pause, you might just pause in that high lunge. And the next breath or so, let's meet there. High lunge, maybe you hook or clasp thumbs and pull shoulders on the back. Go ahead and root the back heel down, more of a warrior one stance. And the exhale, hands down behind you. And pull on that hold of the hands, squeeze the shoulders, open heart. Find any breathful edge of back bend. Big inhale as you exhale. Lead with the heart forward and dive in. You can stay in humble warrior, working the arms overhead, or at any point bring the hands or forearms down inside the front leg, lizard lunge. Soft jaw and tongue, back knee could be up or down. Stay with that as you like. Play with it as you like. Or inhale, squeeze. Exhale, send but the leg back. Move mindful through a vinyasa. It's always an option just to go to down dog or child's. And when you're ready, second side, leg forward, rest on that thigh. All the weight, as much as you can. Give the weight of the chest and shoulder. Walk the hands back. Bend that front knee deep and really try to let the head go. Soft neck. Please stay as you like. Or begin to push into that front leg and pull the hip back, peel the toes back, runner's lunge. You can wiggle it around, melt into that there. Or forward into the lunge, melting back into the extension, bowing in, moving with the breath. Stay with that or back toes under. Go bigger, pull on the earth, heart forward. Press into the earth, heart back along the straightening leg. Maybe one of these times you come forward, light it up, back foot up into the core, Vera 3. Again, take your time to level out, squeeze everything up into the core. Find the fullness of your breath, and any exhale, maybe back into high lunge. Again, take your time to find your alignment, your breath, and then let your breath lead you to stay holding or pulsing between the two. High lunge, Vera 3. And we've got about 5 more breaths. We're going to meet in that high lunge again. So just remember, you can pause as you need to. When you're ready, high lunge. Stretch it out. Again, maybe pulling on the hands or thumbs. Squeeze. Breath, full body here. Or when you're ready, back heel down, arms down, hook or clasp and pull. Open heart here. Please stay as you like or dive in. Try to work the hands overhead, relax the neck. Then you could stay in the humble warrior or mellow it out into lizard lunge. Any variations or movements there, please stay as you like or come up to hands, hug to the core, move through vinyasa, or just step back to lay down. We're gonna meet laying on the back. As you come to lie down, you could just hug in, rock into the back, find the full delicious breath here. Letting go breaths. And just follow any inspiration to bridge on up. And that could be a restful bridge. That could be a full back bend if you're really feeling it. Although I did kind of intend to ground and mellow from here. So I do need to sign off soon. But listen to your body. If you've got more in you, please go for it. Or squeeze shoulders, lift up. Find any heart opening here, back bend, strong neck. Strong shoulders, strong glutes, bright open hips and heart. And stay up as you like, or gently release everything down. Hug the right knee in, extend the left leg out, and then take that right leg across. Lengthen top side body, roll onto that right ear. Long exhales, breathe that twist, letting go breath. And please stay longer if you like, or as you come back, bend that bottom knee behind the top ankle and ankle over knee for 5 or 6 breaths. Notice your jaw and your tongue. Melt where you can. Breathe the breath into any resistant areas. And send a little thanks and appreciation down into your body, if you will. Once you feel complete there, switch legs. Hug that left knee in. Extend the right leg out. Take that left knee across. Lengthen your spine out. And then float open into a twist. Extend those exhales. You can extend the time of any of these last shapes if you're able to, or when you're ready, come back to ankle over knee on this side. Pull in as you press away, soft mouth, 5 or 6 breaths. Long neck. And please stay as you like, or happy baby. Listen in. If your happy baby asks you for any other last movements or shapes, please take them if you're able to. Otherwise, just rock your baby around until you feel content and ready for a little yoga nidra, a little shavasana, a little nappage, or rock and roll up for a meditative seat. I am going to be leaving you in a place of rest. I really encourage you not to pop up and go right on to the next thing, but to take pause in your meditative seat or in your shavasana or in your restorative pose. Support your body. Notice your breath. Notice your circulation, your energy, all that's moved and changed. And rest in that new space that you made within yourself. Let any thoughts just melt into that wave of breath as you're able. And rest in the spaciousness. And thank you for practicing. So good to be with you today. I hope to see you again soon.